Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm very happy for this great opportunity technology offers for us to communicate. In the next 15 minutes or so, I will illustrate how we adapted this simple but yet great idea to our local context. How we adapted the YouthBank through the Cluj Community Foundation, a platform for engaging community for community. A few words about our work and our vision. We connect the needs and resources of Cluj with the aim of improving the life of its inhabitants. Briefly, we stimulate individuals and companies to get involved and transform the city into the place we all dream about. We are located in the central Transylvania and we serve the Cluj County, having Cluj-Napoca as its capital. A 300,000 inhabitant city, an important multicultural port, a higher education and research center with a notable industrial development, IT and financial services. Within this context, we work as a private funder, serving the philanthropic interest of our donors. We develop and manage private funds and channel them to the needs and development opportunities of our community as grants and scholarships. Between 2008 and 2011, we offered a total amount of $250,000 for more than 100 grants for projects from a variety of areas and over 90 scholarships. Having this vision and approach and being inspired 6 years ago by the YouthBank concept from Northern Ireland, we adapted this model with the aim of testing the mechanism of a community foundation for Cluj by engaging in the same line, youth for youth. In 2006, for 2 years, we were actually incubated by another organization, the Association for Community Relations, to pilot this idea for Cluj and further to develop, starting from this model, the mechanism of the Cluj Community Foundation. And this is how the Cluj YouthBank program structure looks like for 1 year. The framework covers the September to June interval and overlaps with the school year structure. Each year we build the core youth theme. This consists of 10 to 15 high school students. They are aged 14 to 21. The youth are selected as volunteers by the core group members who committed to the program for the year to come. They receive training on teamwork, communication, fundraising, community needs assessment, financial management, and grant making. The trainings are provided by professionals and they strengthen philanthropic behavior, leadership, entrepreneurship, and many others. How we adapted the YouthBank program to the local context was by adding the fundraising and the fund development component. Basically, the youth are designing community fundraising activities and implement them by setting up a youth civic initiative fund with the support of the program partners. All the funds raised by the core group are matched by the program partners. A few examples of fundraising mechanisms include merchandising products, Christmas card sales, special events like VIP fundraising dinners, concerts. Then we have sponsorship packages, donor interest customized projects, strategic program partnerships, and many others. From the YouthBank Fund, 10 to 15 community youth-led projects are granted at the end of an integrally youth-led process. They run a special information for tailoring their grant-making campaign. Then they launch and promote the fund. They receive applications for funding and decide what initiatives to support. In its 6th year of existence, the Cluj Youth Bank Fund has supported 74 youth lead projects, another 10 to 15 to be awarded this year. The grant value for one project goes up to $1,000. The Youth Bank grants cover different areas. Might be environment, like sustainable traffic, energy efficiency, social, like social integration of elderly, children with disabilities, children from placement centers, cultural events on music, theater, education, like promoting higher education opportunities, informing sessions, non-formal training, entrepreneurial ideas, and so on. Also, auxiliary youth bank activities can be developed. In our case, we have the Mirage Cultural Festival, an event promoting equal opportunities. It offers a shared open stage for disadvantaged and disabled youth to perform side by side with other young artists. Not least, of course, the program evaluation is also included. Further, I will illustrate how we operate in a local, national, and also international framework. This comes from the complexity of the program, and thinking to the local framework, considering the program administrative infrastructure, what came up as important for us at the local level are the human resources, the annual budget, and necessarily the strategic partnership. You can also see, from our point of view, a one-year budget interval might vary between $10,000 and $20,000. We consider a startup budget up to $10,000, while a sustainability stage somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000, of course, together with a fundraising strategy. Further, here you can see a broader picture reflecting all the levels at which Youth Bank is operating, and of course the associated roles within the national and international framework, in the context of the Cluj County Foundation as a local host, the Youth Bank core team, and at the level of the Youth Bank projects team. Considering the national international framework, it reflects the status and builds up youth-oriented practice. It is mapping needs and exploring opportunities, sharing information and resources, brokers, partnerships, and financial resources, focusing on learning and developing partnerships, articulating collaborative platforms. At the level of the Cluj County Foundation, we provide the legal framework, being the main supporter. We build program sustainability, we engage private donors to support the program and to match resources for the Youth Bank Fund. We provide accountability settings and instruments, and we nurture the growth of the Youth Bank core team capacity. While at the Youth Bank core team level, they raise resources for the Youth Bank Fund, they assess needs, they make grant-making decisions, they support local youth lead projects, they monitor and present results to the community, and continuously refine the configuration and operations of the program. Not least at the level of the Youth Bank projects team, they are identifying key community needs, they propose and develop solutions, they implement projects, they raise financial and non-financial resources for matching for implementing their projects. They provide reports and they communicate their project results, and permanently they are connected with the Youth Bank core team for optimal results and increased community impact. In this way, different local issues, including youth engagement, are identified, and not least community capacities and resources are funneled in the community. Going back to what I was mentioning in the beginning, here is why YouthBank illustrates a community foundation mechanism and how it brings an added value by serving donor interests, encouraging youth projects through creative and innovative mechanisms, encouraging philanthropic behavior and strategic community fruitful partnerships. Here you can see the results of the national spread of YouthBank in Romania, starting from the Cluj model. In some numbers between 2009 and 2011, 140 high school students were part of the YouthBank local committees. More than $80,000 were invested in supporting youth community initiatives through the YouthBank funds. 255 community projects were initiated and proposed by more than 1,000 youngsters. 116 financed projects were implemented by 570 youngsters. 50 high schools were involved actively. More than 35,000 direct and indirect beneficiaries of the finance projects, 75 partners, hundreds of media hits, several awards won locally and nationally. Here you can see how the national map of the YouthBank programs implemented in Romania looks. The network is currently covering 7 cities. The national main organization coordinating the development of the program is the Association for Community Relations. You can also see one of the main partners, the BCR Bank, who is supporting this year implementation, and also the local partners of the program. The Cluj Community Foundation is also part of the National Community Foundation program and movement in Romania. And here they are our most important funders, the Global Fund for Community Foundations and the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation. We owe thanks to both of them. And thank you all very much for your attention, and I'm looking forward to continue conversation regarding youth civic engagement activities. Thank you.